If you subscribed to Military Images magazine back in 2024, you would have seen my article on Invalid Detachment versus Invalid Corps in the spring issue of the magazine. Invalid detachments were the predecessor to the Invalid Corps. Invalid detachments, although successful in their own way, were disbanded and the Invalid Corps became the primary program. I will now use items from my collection to explain my thoughts. Invalid detachment started under General Order 36 of 1862, but were enforced under General Order 69 of 1863. These invalid detachments took soldiers who were recovering in military hospitals and put them to work by doing small duties such as cleaning, cooking, washing dishes or clothes, or even nursing. If a doctor used a soldier for duty, the soldier would be put on invalid detachment roster and was now the responsibility and pay from the hospital. This was the program's main failure. If a soldier had enlisted, he was on his company's roster. If he had become injured or sick and ended up in the hospital, he was now also on the hospital roster. If the hospital doctor put him on invalid detachment, the soldier would now be put on a third roster. Putting a soldier on invalid detachment was at the discretion of the head doctor or surgeon of the hospital. R.H. Thornton of the 141st New York was injured and in a military hospital when he wrote home saying, "I don't know, but they will keep me here and not send me to my regiment or be a nurse. It takes 6, meaning nurses, for every ward, and there is 34 wards." Thornton later wrote, "The surgeon in charge is Robert Bartholow. He can keep me here if he wants to, for a nurse or anything else." Aside from the rostering confusion, there was more confusion added with General Order 69 enforced invalid detachments was put out March 20th, 1863. The Invalid Corps was authorized under General Order 105 put out by the War Department April 28th, 1863, just over a month after the enforcement of invalid detachments. With similar names and duties, titling and moving soldiers became confusing, as shown on this document from Michael Kearns, stating he was being put on invalid detachment, but the note on the reverse states he's being moved to the Invalid Corps. From my research, this soldier was never in the Invalid Corps. To end the name confusion and have these soldiers only put on one roster, General Order 173 was released stating, "General Order 69 dated March 20th, 1863 is hereby revoked, and the officers and enlisted men referred to therein shall be examined for admission into the Invalid Corps." This made any direction, rule, statement, or orders for any invalid detachment void and sent all detached soldiers to the Invalid Corps for inspection and possible enlistment. The soldier noted earlier, R.H. Thornton, served a time on invalid detachment, but ended up in the 10th Regiment of the Invalid Corps, serving his time around Washington, D.C. I am currently transcribing a collection of Thornton's letters and documents that are now in my collection.